Hi guys, and welcome to the Byron Chat and Sports page. I know I've already done a video like this already, but I thought I'd do it as me. I uploaded a screen review with me as Ghostface, but I thought I'd do one as myself. See if how well that went. 'Cause I watched it back, and I thought to myself, I could probably do that as me and do a better job of it. So basically, I'm a fan of the Scream franchise. Always have been. They're quite jumpy, scary films. There's been six in total, and obviously there's a new one coming out uh, end of next month. Obviously Nev Campbell's coming back in it, which I'm very happy about because she was missing from the last one. And also we have the return of Stu, so I'm very excited about that to see how he's going to come back. Was he actually killed in the first one? Because he had the TV dropped on his head, didn't he? So it looked like he was dead. Or is he going to come back in a flashback? And obviously, you got Sydney's brother, Ryman. He's going to be in it as well. But I'm not sure how much of a role he's got in that. I'm very excited by it to see the new film when it comes out in the cinema. Of course, I'll be going to see it. And obviously, most of the Scream movies, the first four obviously were directed by the master of horror, Wes Craven. Sadly, no longer with us anymore. He's also famous for the Nightmare on Elm Street movies as well. So at some point, I'm probably going to do a review on the Nightmare on Elm Street movies as well. Get my thoughts on them, but that's for another time. In case you're wondering why the glasses, I explained in another video that I've got like an eye allergy at the moment, which is causing my eye to swell up and go red. So, hence the glasses. I'm in a bit of pain, so I don't want to make the videos too long. So basically, I'm going to start off by reviewing each movie, do a brief summary of what I think of each film. We've got the first one, the first and best one, Scream. Obviously, that's got a very young Drew Barrymore in it. I like that scene in the first scene. There's lots of references to Wes Craven's older movies like Nightmare on Elm Street in it, and obviously she gets killed in the first 5 to 10 minutes, which is a bit of a shame because I quite liked her character in it, but it set the tone for the rest of the movie really. And obviously you've got Sydney, Gail, Dewey, um, who else is in it? I can't remember who else is in it. That's the three main characters in it. And obviously you got Randy in it as well. He's a good funny character as well. He's like the comedy of the character. And obviously you've got Billy Loomis and Stu, Sydney's friends. Obviously Billy is Sydney's lover. And yeah, you're left pondering throughout the movie who the killer is. Obviously, it's taking place a year after Sydney Prescott's mother, Maureen Prescott, got killed. But obviously, we don't know by who yet. And at the end of the movie, we find out that the killers are Billy Loomis and Stu, and both pretty much psychos, really. And it's pretty obvious that Stu is more than willing to uh, make a sequel. He's like, baby, these days you've got to have a sequel. But Billy, I think he wants to kill Stu, really. I think Billy's a bit of a psychopath. So I would rate Scream, the first Scream, like I'd say near perfect. I'd give it like an 8.5, 9 out of 10. So not too bad. Then we got Scream 2, which came out a year later. I thought this one was okay. I didn't think it was too bad. Carries on about a year or two after the first movie's events. and obviously Sydney's got a new boyfriend now, and it's got new friends in it as well. Obviously Mickey and a few others as well, and Sydney's very unsure of herself in this one, which I kind of like. And obviously you got the Dewey and Gal romance as well going on, and Connor is exonerated from Maureen Prescott's mother, Cotton Weary. He was prominent in the first one where he got framed, and it looks like for a while that Cotton Weary is the murderer, but it turns out it's Mickey. But also we find out that he's been getting financing from Billy Loomis's mother, who took on another name in the movie, which I was quite surprised with. I didn't even know she was the killer, or Mickey. I was quite surprised. I would give that movie. I don't think it's as good as the first one. I'd give that one a 7. I don't think it's quite as good, but still good. Then we got the third one. It was originally just going to be a trilogy, these Scream movies. I really enjoyed this one. This one's set a couple of years later. It starts off with Cotton Weary now famous after the events of the second film, where Sidney Prescott said, "Talk to Cotton, he's the hero." So he ends up having his own television show, and he was got a cameo in the new Stab movie. So he gets a phone call from what he seems like is a fan, that turns out to be Ghostface the killer, and he gets killed, and that sets off the chain events again. And obviously Sydney is now in hiding because she thinks it's no longer safe to be out in the open, so she's in hiding under an assumed name. And there's more killings going on, and it draws her out of hiding. They're obviously making a new Stab movie, and all these actors in Stab are eventually getting killed off. And Roman seems to be one of the suspects, and he doesn't understand why. And they all get invited back to a house party. Pretty much like the first one, really. And eventually we find out it's Roman who's done the killing. But what we don't know, and what we find out, is that Roman is a brother of Sidney Prescott. And apparently Maureen, mum, disowned Roman and claimed Sidney was her only child. So Roman, we find out, actually sets off the chain of events from the first movie, because he inspires Billy Loomis and Stu to go and kill Maureen. It's all a chain reaction from that. So I thought that was really clever. So based on that, I'd give this movie 10 out of 10. After that, I think the movies kind of tail off a bit in quality. I think I really do. Obviously, you've got Scream 4, the next one in the trilogy, set 10 years later. The last one directed by Wes Craven. And probably the last kind of like really half decent one, really. Obviously, in this one, Sydney is now like a famous author herself. She's written a book. So she's back in Woodsboro for that. Gail and Dewey are now like they're like estranged from each other. They're not as close as they were before. And then we get introduced to Sydney's aunt, who's Maureen's sister. We also get introduced to was it Sydney's sister? I mean, don't think much of it at the moment. All these killings are going on, and we find out at the end it's Sydney's sister, and she's done it all for the attention, because she's jealous that Sydney's got all the attention growing up when she was growing up. She's like, now I want the attention. So Yeah, I'd give that film. I'll give it a 6. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Uh, then we kind of like tail away from really good to plain average, I think. So then we got Scream 5, which has elements in it to recommend it still, just about. I think the elements to keep it just about watchable are it has the original stars in it, because it's trying to introduce like new characters, like go off in a different direction. But I think it's a good idea that they introduce the um, legacy characters in there. Otherwise, I don't think the film would have been watchable. I really don't. Obviously, you got Sydney, Gal, and Dewey in it, and there's a little reference to the first film in this one where they all go back to a party later in the film. Turns out to be Stu's house, which we don't find out till later when Sydney and Gal realise where they're actually having the party. And one of the characters in there just happens in this film just happens to be Billy Loomis's daughter. So I thought that was a clever idea to like take it back to the original. Very clever, and obviously you've got aging technology for the actor to look younger than he did. I thought that was pretty good. Because he did look quite young in it. So I thought, have they used the anti-aging technology just to make him look younger, like they did with Harrison Ford in the latest Indiana Jones movie? What shocked me in here was they killed off Dewey. I did not like that at all. I thought Dewey was invincible. So I like the fact he died heroically, but I wasn't a fan of that. So I'm kind of excited that he's coming back somewhat in this new film, but I just wish they hadn't revealed he was coming back and left it as a surprise. Because even David Arquette said, I was very surprised they revealed it. There's too much now revealed. They should leave it and just let people find out naturally. Like, I didn't know that Sarah Michelle Gellar was going to be in the new. I know what he did last summer film. I saw that and I was like, oh my god, Sarah Michelle Gellar. So yeah, um, there's two killers in this one. Uh, it was Billy Loomis's daughter's boyfriend and some other psycho woman. By this point, I think the film's beginning to get a bit forgettable for me. Uh, I think what just about saves this film is the legacy cast. That makes it watchable for me. So I'm going to be kind and give this film a 6. So just about watchable. Just Scream 6. Until I found out they were making a new one and bringing back Sydney and Stu, I was very disappointed when I went to see Scream 6 because it only has Gal Weathers in it. And obviously has Billy Loomis's daughter again in it and her family. Uh, I can't. I've got this film just for pure completism, but I'm struggling to find things to recommend this film. I really am. I can't even remember much of the story on that. That is how forgettable this film is. Uh, Obviously it's got Ghostface in it, and I remember the first scene where the woman's talking in the restaurant and she gets gutted. That's not too bad. And obviously Gal confronts Ghostface later on in the film. So it's okay little bits in the film, but I've got to be honest, I'd give this film a 4 out of 10. And if I didn't know they were doing another screen with uh, Sydney character coming back and Dewey and Stu and Roman, I probably would have said enough's enough. Apparently, the new film is going to be directed by the same guy who wrote the first film. So I'm kind of excited because we got Sydney coming back, and obviously Dewey and Stu and Roman. But what I'm most interested about, oh sorry, is how they make Stu come back. Is he going to be a main character? Is it going to be a cameo? Is it going to be a flashback? We don't know, but I'm really excited because I would barely give the last film a 4 out of 10 if I'm being honest. That really killed it for me, that last film. So, yeah, let me know what you think of each Scream movie, and let me know what you think of the upcoming Scream 7. Let me know how excited you are about it. Anyway, guys, speak to you soon. Like and subscribe, by the way.